Hi, it's Cory, and today you're going to learn how to play Thank You for Being a Friend, or the theme song from the Golden Girls. Before we get started into the tutorial, I just want to take a second to thank my Patreon community. They voted on this song to be their September Song of the Month. Before we get started though, I just want to take a minute to thank my Gold tier members in particular for their generous support of this channel. That's Rosemary Bristol, Christine Trelana, Glenn Clement, Perry Payne, Yuki, Stefan Ramirez, Nadia Rogers, Bradley Carter, Charlotte Ramiro, Alexander Olin, and Patrick O'Meara, as well as all my other Gold tier members that prefer to stay anonymous. And also thank you to my entire Patreon community. Without your guys' support, I wouldn't be able to make all these videos. If you're at all interested in joining the community, check it out. The link is in the description. I have a ton of resources, and that's where I keep all of my lead sheets and tab and a bunch of other things. So if you're interested in getting access to those resources, or you're just looking for another way to support the channel, check it out. They're awesome. I really enjoy interacting with them, and we have some pretty cool things coming up too. With all that though, let's get into the tutorial. So today we are going to be looking at Thank You for Being a Friend. We're going to be doing just the actual theme song part, so not the entire song. If you're at all interested in learning the entire song, make sure to comment that below and give this video a like, and then I can put together a full tutorial for that too. In all, this is a pretty short song, but it's not the easiest song in the world. Now, the version I've put together, it is the easiest, most stripped down version I could kind of come up with for this song. But even at that, we're still looking at 7 chords, and they're not the easiest chords. So let's start looking at those chords that you're gonna need in order to play this song. First things first though, make sure your ukulele's in tune. That's gonna be a G on the 4th string, a C on the 3rd string, an E on the 2nd string, and an A on the 1st string. The first chord we're going to be looking at is going to be the A7 chord. For this chord, you're just taking your first finger and you're going to place it on the 1st fret, 3rd string. The next chord we're going to be looking at is also a 1-finger chord. That is the A minor chord, and for that you're taking your 2nd finger, placing it on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Next up is a little bit of a trickier chord, but it's totally something manageable. It is the B minor chord. What we're going to be doing for this chord is taking our first finger and we're going to be barring all the way across the 2nd fret. So you're taking your finger, placing it down, and rolling it maybe a little on your side too. You're then going to take your 2nd finger and place it on top of your first finger to add some extra support. Your thumb is going to go directly behind the 2nd fret on the back of the neck. And then you should be in a really good position. You're then going to take your 3rd finger and place it on the 4th fret, 4th string. And when your fingers are completely in this position, you've made your B minor chord. Our next chord is going to be a D7 chord. This is the easy D7. So we're going to be taking our first finger, placing it on the 2nd fret, 4th string, then taking our 2nd finger and placing it on the 2nd fret, 2nd string. Next up, we have the E minor chord. For this one, you're starting with your first finger, placing it on the 2nd fret, 1st string. Your 2nd finger is going on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then your 3rd finger is going on the 4th fret, 3rd string. Next, we have the F sharp major chord. Now, this is an easy variation just because the full version can be a little bit tricky to play. What we're going to do for this easy version is essentially it's in a G major chord position, only it's up a fret. So you're taking your first finger to start and placing it on the 1st fret, 3rd string. Your 2nd finger is going on the 1st fret, 1st string, then your 3rd finger is going on the 2nd fret, 2nd string. And what we're going to do is we're just going to omit this 4th string and only strum strings 3, 2, and 1. And finally, we have the G major chord, and it's the same shape as we just did for the F sharp. What we're doing is you're taking your first finger and placing it, though, starting on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. Your 2nd finger is then going on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and your 3rd finger is going between the two on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. For this song, for the strumming pattern, we're keeping it pretty simple. The bass strumming pattern, and I'm just going to demonstrate this on a D because we start the song on a D. It's going to be a down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. Slower, it's down, up, down, down, Now with the strumming pattern, there's a couple times where you're going to have to make a little bit of adjustment and kind of fall out of it. And also you're going to be changing chords in the middle of the strumming pattern. So because of that, it doesn't make it the easiest song in the world, but it's kind of one of those things where you need to get so solid on your strumming pattern that you can just continue to change chords throughout. What I would recommend doing is going through the chords in any progression. It doesn't matter which ones you're playing, but just strumming and moving through the chords at random. That's going to really prepare you for being able to go through the song, because there's a couple sections where it's a little bit tricky. What you can do here is just maintain your strumming pattern and change chords. If that's a little bit too hard for you, what I recommend doing is find a good variation of the strumming pattern that works for you, or just doing all the chord changes too. You could have, again, starting with the strumming pattern, and if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. That's totally fine as well. You can see how everything gets put together in the play along, which will happen in just a moment. But again, the real trick here is making sure you're mastered with those chords. You don't want to get into this song where you're stopping before every chord change because you don't know where to put your fingers. If you're at all interested in the full version of this song, like this is just what the theme part is, but if you want to be able to learn how to do the full song, make sure to give the video a like and comment down below to let me know that, and that way I can put together a tutorial or a play along of the full thing that you can enjoy. But with that, let's give it a play along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. So yeah, that's that. It's short and sweet, and it's really wonderful. I mean, I don't think anyone hears this song and like just sits there and frowns. Like, it's just a put a smile on your face kind of song. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said before, if you want a full tutorial of the entire song, let me know. This is like just the theme for the Golden Girls version. And again, thank you so much to my Patreon community for voting on this song. I'm really happy to put together, and it's been awesome having you guys and interacting with you guys. So if you're at all interested, look at the description box. The link is below. It's a cool way to support the channel, but also you get access to a ton of stuff. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!